Good morning, it is Feel Good Friday and I'm joined by my amazing mother-in-law, Nishaben Mahendra Mehta. We are going live for our seniors workout on YouTube, on Zoom. I have lots of amazing participants I can see on my Facebook and on my Instagram, all at Feel Good with Lavina. Good morning and welcome. We will be doing a wonderful chair-based exercise this morning with some standing options. If anyone would like to join on Zoom, please go to my website, feelgoodwithlavina.com, sign up to my free newsletter and you will get the Zoom link via joining our WhatsApp group. So WhatsApp group is the best way for me to communicate session reminders and provide you Zoom login details and links to all of our saved sessions. They are all saved on my YouTube channel. So I would love you all to do more sessions with me during the week to hit the government guidelines. You may have seen I have been appointed as an ambassador for Diabetes UK, which I'm very excited about. And as I've always mentioned, we are exercising today, not just for our physical health, how we look, but more for our mental health, to exercise for sanity, not vanity, and to help reduce risks of chronic diseases like diabetes, like Alzheimer's, like cancers, depression, heart disease, cardiovascular health. The list goes on, and we can really reduce our risks by up to 30 to 50% of most of these chronic illnesses. So enjoy the workout. One thing to point out, I am doing a Diabetes UK million step challenge over 3 months. So that's about just 10,000 steps a day. I would love you all to join in. It's not too late. It started yesterday, but that's absolutely fine. I have links to join my team on my newsletter, on all my social media posts. If you'd like to join in, normally in this workout to point out, and I can see everyone waiting, so let's get moving. You can get your steps in quite easily. And mummy, I measured mine once in this workout. It was at least 1,000 to 1,500 steps. So that's pretty good, even seated, even for those working from home on Zoom and maybe just stuck in front of their desks, or if you're stuck on the sofa for too long, how about getting your steps in easily that way? So while I'm talking, any point in this workout, I encourage you to get your steps in. You can move your arms, you can get fast, you can get slow. I've got everyone on Zoom that I can see. Brilliant, they're already getting their steps in. So join me on this challenge for Diabetes UK. It's going to help you get fit for summer, and it's going to help so many people impacted by this terrible disease. So let's get started. Anyway, let's start with a little bit of a warm-up. All we're going to do is bring our hands up by our ears. We always start with mobility. I'm going to demonstrate standing. Mummy will stay seated. All I'm doing is bringing my elbows back, opening out my chest. So I'm preventing staying like this and standing nice and tall. Stomach muscles are engaged this whole workout. You imagine your belly button drawing in, tightening it towards your spine. And we're simply going to just twist over to one side, back to the middle. It's a spinal twist, just a small amount of movement. Just going round to open things up. Exhale and inhale. You just do what you can today. This is your workout. It's your time to invest in your body and your mind. You just do what you can. If there's any exercises you don't like or you feel you can't do today, then just adapt. Maybe just get your steps in and try and keep moving. Exhale, inhale. Where can you feel this, mummy?
In the back.
Yeah, so
in the middle.
Around your middle back, maybe your thoracic spine, your upper back, areas that we get very tight in. Really nice, simple way to just add a bit of movement when you're sitting for long periods. Let's do one more on each side. back to the middle. Use your breath. Exhale, inhale. Amazing. We're going to do a few arm openers just to get our nice deep breaths, focusing on that breath. Breathing in lots of positivity today. Exhaling any negativity, stress, anxiety away. Breathing in lots of positivity. Exhaling all the negativity. Try and take really nice deep breaths to help calm the body and the mind, to give us a nice happy feeling. It's actually my husband and my anniversary today. I didn't want to cancel this session, and we had a wonderful day out on Wednesday. If you may have seen, I was blessed to be in the Royal Box at Wimbledon. It was the most amazing day out. So I didn't want to miss this session, and I'm spending it with my amazing mummy, my husband's mum. So what better way to celebrate my anniversary with you all and with mummy. Nice deep breaths in and exhale. Lovely. Let's do a little bit of swimming. So we're just going to start moving the arms. Has anyone managed to go swimming? If you're, depending on where we are in the world, I know it's different restrictions everywhere, but in the UK, maybe you've managed to go swimming, maybe you haven't yet. And we can all swim together. We're just warming up the upper body. Nice big breaststrokes here, reaching up and opening out. Lovely. I can see my mum come with Bensha. There, she's swimming away with us. I'll just show you guys these wonderful people. My lovely Feel Good community on Zoom with me. There we go. There's a couple of screens, but I will just show you guys how amazing they all are, especially when I can see you swimming and smiling with me today. So whether you're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or Zoom, keep swimming, nice deep breaths, and relax. Excellent. We're going to just come to a seated position. And all I'm going to do is start moving my neck in a few big circles, but I want you to think about relaxing your shoulders away from your ears, sitting nice and tall. So we're trying to prevent this rounding of the spine, the kyphosis. We're trying to bring our shoulder blades back and round. You can go one direction for a few, and then let's change directions. Really lovely for the neck. Whenever you do this workout, I would love you to go back to my YouTube channel. Do this any time of the day that works for you. One more. How good does that feel, Mummy? Yes. Nice, yes. Well done. I know, were you super grand this morning? Super grand? Have you already been? She's already, I've been for my walk with the puppy, the little baby puppy that I've got, and Mummy has been helping her grandchildren this morning already. So it's sometimes stressful to be here and to get here on time, but she's committed and you have all committed. So give us a little clap and let's get our steps in, just like Bipin Bhai, who is on Zoom, who is moving his arms and getting his steps in as well. We're going to start with a little bit of upper work today. Then we're going to do lower body, and then we're going to stretch. We're going to mix in our strength-based training, really good to help prevent osteoporosis, building our muscle mass, our bone density, as well as our cardio. So it's going to be a little different format today. If you have a band, so don't worry if you don't, even if this is your first time doing a workout with us, these are very easily available on Amazon. I need to get a whole product range designed one day. Feel Good with Lavina bands. But they're nice and cheap. You can even use a pair of old tights. You don't have to use a band. You could use even a sock or a towel, but these have resistance. So that's going to make our muscles nice and strong. We're going to be seated or standing, shoulders back. I want you to tense your arms and lift them straight up and bring them down. Now, I'm keeping tension on what I'm holding here. I'm really pulling apart. So I'm not leaving it to stay slack. Try and keep the tension. To make it harder, you can move the hands closer together and then try and separate them so they're about shoulder width apart. Nice and slow. Inhale and exhale. Lovely. The more tension you have on the band, so the tighter the band is, the more, I hope you can feel, Mummy, your muscles have to work harder, yeah? Can you feel that? Yeah. Yeah, so I've moved my hands close together. I'm really trying to pull this band apart. Let me have a look on Zoom. Inhale, exhale. Very good. Even if you haven't got a band, in case we've got anyone without a band, you can still mimic the same movement. Up and down, breathing through. Now, if you're seated, have a little break for 1 second. I'm going to ask you to maybe add in some heel raises. So I'm lifting my heels up and I'm tightening where, Mummy? The calf muscles. Yeah, the calf muscles, the backs of the lower leg. You could lift maybe both up, add a little hold, and then slowly bring it down. I'm making you do 2 movements. If you can, if you can't, don't worry, just stick to 1. But obviously we're then challenging our brains. And we want to keep our brains fit as well. The research is amazing around reducing risks of dementia, improving your cognitive function, Alzheimer's. Everything we should try and do is focus on using our brain, and I'm making you work a little bit harder by coordinating movements. So you're lifting your heels, lifting the arms up and down. Good. Shall we do 1 more? Try and keep your arms nice and straight if you can, and straight all the way down. Shoulders relaxed and back, so they're fixed nicely in the back of your spine. Good, and maybe 1 more. Can you feel it yet, Mummy? Yes. And relax. Shake it out, shake it out. You should feel, I felt that, this tension just from using a band. Isn't it amazing that you can build up that lactic acid and get the muscles working? Last little bit with the band, we're going to just open out, pull apart, really lengthen, maybe bring the hands in front of you to make it harder, lengthening out, exhale, and if they get tired, obviously bring them down, but this is a bit more challenging to keep your arms in a forward raise. Lovely, breathe out. I mean, this type of movement I would recommend to all ages because we are all unfortunately sitting for long periods and your back and neck can get really tight. We're loosening out, we're lengthening our arms. Good, nice deep breaths. Tell me when it's burning, Mummy. Yeah. Is it already? Yeah. Oh, okay, let's relax. You do what you can. Even if you do 3 or 4 and do them well. I would rather have perfect form than you do too many and you start losing form and technique. So let's keep the hands a little bit wider. We have to do our flossing. I hope you're all flossing every single day with me, and that is shoulder flossing as well as your teeth flossing, obviously. If you can't bring your arms straight all the way up and over, you can have a bend. You don't have to go all the way round. And if you don't have a band, I am simply trying to open out my shoulders, using that range of movement in this ball and socket joint. Use your breath. Your arms must be getting a little bit tired now. Yes, Mummy? Are they okay? Okay, yes, they're okay. They're okay. Shall we do one last one? You're doing really well. and bring it back. Woo, very good. Everyone felt that on Zoom? Yes, no? What can I see? Thumbs up and smiles. The smiles is what makes me happy. Very good. We are here to boost our mental health. I want you to feel good mentally. Yeah? I want you to enjoy this workout. It's got to be fun. That's why hopefully you keep coming back, yeah, as well as it helping our health. We're going to do some just seated press-ups today with, if anyone wants to go to the wall, if you've done them before by the wall, please go to the wall. I will have a quick look on Zoom. I will quickly demonstrate just in case anyone on YouTube does want to do them on the Instagram or Facebook. Otherwise, very simply activating all the muscles but doing them seated, feet wide. I'm putting a bit of pressure on my thighs. I'm going to come down with a straight back, chest between my legs, and I'm squeezing up. I'm creating this 90-degree bend in my arms, and I am pushing as I come back up because I want to try and use all these muscles. Do what feels right for you. Don't hurt yourself at all. Just add a little bit of pressure, breathing out. Good. If anyone is by the wall, I can see one husband. I think it's Neela, Ben's husband. They're both working as a couple, which is amazing. Well done. I think he's at the wall as well. So in case anyone does want to use the wall, I will try and demonstrate if you can all see me here, hopefully. Hands are shoulder height. Feet can be close to the wall to start. And we're going to bring our chest and nose towards the wall, squeezing back. You can make it harder by moving your feet back, and the body stays as a straight line. So I hope you can all see that. It's a straight line, but please go to my YouTube channel. There's lots of workouts where we've done press-ups on the wall, where we're trying not to break at our back and bend our back. We want to keep a straight line from your head to your feet. Mummy, have you nearly done 10? Yeah. Aiming for about 10. And then relax when you're done. Are you done? Yeah. Brilliant. So you could do a little bit of press-up practice and press-up exercise snack, because it's all about taking short bouts of movement. You could even aim to do 3 sets of 10 with a little break between each set, yeah? You could do that every day. Well done to those that have attempted the wall, and I know lots of you at the chair. Let's go for a little bit now, similar to last week. We're going to challenge our brains by doing some bicep curls. So you can pick up some light weights. Obviously, Mummy and I have been working out for a while, but I would say start off with just some tins. Tins are great, you can hold them easily. If you've got 2 weights, oh, I'm loving the assortment. I'm going to show everyone what everyone's using today. We're going to do our bicep curls. When we hold weights, this is quite important, I don't want you to bend your wrist. Can you see that's bent? I would like you to keep it nice and straight, so it's not bending, so we're protecting our wrist. It's quite hard depending on what you're using. If you've got any dumbbells, which I think just a few of you may have, otherwise choose something that's easy to hold. Shoulders are back, elbows are going to stay glued to my body, but I'm not like this, I'm nice and straight. And we're going to focus on these muscle groups here, our biceps at the front of our arms. We're going to just curl towards us and then really slow that movement down. Good. So you exhale as you bring it up. Hands go towards your shoulders and then slowly releasing all the way down. It's nice and slow. It's controlled. And you're going to breathe through with your stomach muscles in tight, shoulders are back, back is nice and straight. Give me a little smile as you're doing it. Good, let me have a look on Zoom. Keep going, Mummy. Can you feel it?
Yes.
Good. So if you're using something very light, to make it a little bit more challenging, you can slow it down. So your muscles have to work harder. It's time under tension for the muscles, yeah? Maybe let's do one more. Aiming for about 10, slowly coming down. Well done. So the challenge, like last week's session, we did a lot with lower body, but we're going to do a little bit for our brains again. We're going to do a single, then a single, and then, Mummy?
Double.
Yay, she remembers, double. So we've got a little bit of coordination to do. Single, you can go slower or faster than us. Single, good, and really squeeze up, double. Very good. Lovely on Zoom. Let me take a little clip. Mummy, can you keep going? Single, single, double. You do as many as you can. You don't, if you get tired, obviously, please rest. And let me just take a little clip because you guys on Zoom look fabulous and I love the assortment of weights. So you're doing a nice single, single, double. Let's get rid of this notification. Good. Lovely. Single, single, and double. Lovely work. Can you feel it, everyone? Are you breathing with it? Big smiles on Zoom. I'm loving all the objects. Water bottles I can see, laundry bottles, milk cartons. Good. Bending those arms. Are you nearly feeling tired, Mummy, yet? Yeah, should we do the last one if you're on the double? And relax. Well done. So you should be feeling it here. Yeah, we're strengthening different parts of the arms. When we focus on the muscles that we're trying to work, you get better results. So just march it out, just loosen up, maybe give your arms a little bit of movement because we're doing all upper body today in one section of the workout. So we're going to try with our shoulder press now. Very similarly, again, think about the weights you're using as you progress. And if some of you have been working out with me for 15 months now, and I know a lot of you on Zoom have been, which is amazing, so well done. You may be able to increase your weights. If you can't increase your weights, you can maybe increase the repetitions you are able to do. So challenge yourself, because that's the beauty of strength training and getting stronger. We're going to do a single shoulder press. Bring it back by the side of your ear. The other arm, single. And then, Mummy, the full double. Good. We're going to coordinate. If it's difficult, just do doubles. But I want your brains to work a little bit harder today. Breathe out as you press. We're going nice and slow. Big exhale. Now, if anyone's standing up like me, I want to make sure that you don't move your body while you're doing it. You are quite rigid and straight. I've got my stomach muscles in tight. I'm trying not to swing or move my body. I'm really focusing on these shoulders. It's like a functional movement. We want to be able to reach up and put something on a shelf as we age. Yeah, we're keeping those muscles strong. So that's why we're doing this. Yes, everyone? Good. Can you feel it yet, Mummy?
Yes.
You're working really hard. Well done, Mummy. Big exhale. Relax. Woo, I can feel it. And I think you can hopefully all feel it. Did everyone feel that?
Yes.
Yeah? A nice little shoulder release is just to maybe add in some of our movements that we're used to doing. These nice openers. Opening wide and round. You can start stepping when you're all ready. Let's have a look. There's lots of people on Instagram as well. If you're working from home, guys, on Instagram, do this at your desk. If you're sitting and watching TV for too long, do some of these movements while you're watching TV. We're now going to do a little chest press. So I'm going to show you without any weights. Let's do it all together, just body weight, no weights. I've got my hands just in front of my chest here. My elbows are up and I'm going to just press forward and come back. So I'm trying to really squeeze. You should start feeling it here, yeah? In your pectoral muscles. Now, I would say start off light, yeah? Because this is an exercise we're doing seated. You could even do lying down. But with the purpose of today, you don't have to add weight. You could even, if anyone wants to try, I'll just demonstrate. This is a little bit fiddly, but you could get your band behind your back if you don't want to use any weights. And you could try and squeeze up and in, yeah? But you've got to keep it quite tight. Find the right position. Exhale, inhale. So try and keep your elbows up at that rest bit when we come back. But the band can start slipping around a little bit. So, Mommy, do you want to try with your tins? And I might actually show with the band. I'll carry on with the band. So I know you've done quite a few reps. You've got your palms facing down. Rest when you need to. Let's try and do a few more here. Just squeezing, tightening. Imagine these muscles that help support all your back, your shoulders, your arms, our pectoral muscles, our upper back is working as well. Getting nice and strong. Exhale, inhale, building that muscle strength. Good. And one more. And release. Well done. Some of you tried with the band. Did you like it on the band? Thumbs up, or was it different? Good. So all these exercises, I'm doing one set with you. You could pick in the morning and say, I'm going to do 5 minutes of a snack for Lavina. You can always message on the WhatsApp group or comment on my YouTube channel. Just let me know somehow. It'd be really inspiring if you just pick a few exercises that you like. And you could do your own snack. Let's do the final bit of strength. So the arms should be feeling. Do you feel them? They should be feeling like your muscles are working now. We're going to just do our lateral raises. So I'm going to grab these weights. You don't have to use weights. You could keep them very light is what I would suggest. Maybe some tins if you want to. You're coming out. Exhale. Inhale. Now, did you see how slow Mummy and I are going on the way down? Can you see that? Nice big exhale and inhale. When you slow this negative part, it's called the eccentric part of the movement, your muscles have to work much harder. Now breathe out as you lift, exhale, slowly inhale. Should we try and do 2 more? Can you feel it, Mummy?
Yes.
I know, you've done really well, everyone. Exhale, inhale. Woo! Very good work. Let's just start boxing it out. We're going to add a little bit of upper body. I know some of you enjoy the boxing. You could add some tins if you want, some very light weights. We're going to just punch out. If you want to move your feet, seated or standing. Mummy's demonstrating perfectly for me seated. We're going to box away any tension, anything that's worrying you right now. I want you to release it here and just become nice and happy, strong. Let's put our fighter mode on. We can fight whatever we've got ahead of us. We've done 15 months, right, of this pandemic. So we can definitely feel we are stronger. Good work, everyone, on Zoom. Amazing. Keep going for the last 10 seconds while I show everyone these incredible people with my mother-in-law. Look at them all working hard. Get your family members to join us, yeah? I would love you all to share this. Keep going. 5 seconds. Well done. Rasik Uncle Chandarana, Nima Ben Hatti, Selena, Varsha, Lal and Ayush. Wow, I can see both of you today. Taruna Ben, Sheila Ben Poppet. Relax, everyone. When you're tired, Fran and Sola Shah, Prakash Uncle and Manju Ben. Wow, Neela Ben and her partner, I think it is, yes. My mom, obviously, both moms, and everyone else without their cameras. Give yourselves a clap. We nearly finished our upper body little part. So can you feel your heart rate now has come up? Take some deep breaths. It's a bit warmer in the UK today, so make sure you always have enough water. 2 big liters a day, yeah? It's so important. Just like sleep, just like exercise, just like food, all these pillars of health, we need to try and think of it as lifestyle changes. Last bit of cardio. Before we move on to our lower body, we're going to do some star jumps. Mummy can do them so perfectly. Got enough space there. Yep, she's ready. Single leg on a chair, big clap out at the top. Or if you want to try standing and you're able, you could go fast, you could go slow. We're going to do 30 seconds as you are all my stars, yeah? My feel good community. Let's go. Keep going. If you need to rest, you rest and rejoin. Great work on Zoom. Give yourselves a big clap all the way up and round. Woo! This is coordination as well, yeah, for your brain. So you're doing so well. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Woo! Breathe, breathe, breathe. Your cardiovascular health is going to thank you. Your heart, your lungs, blood should be flowing around. You're doing really, really well. Take some nice deep breaths. We're going to just move on to a nice little bit of lower body now. So we're going to just calm it down a little bit as we focus on all of our lower body muscles. I want to send those messages from the brain now to all the lower body muscles. We're going to start with some hamstring scoops. So like my son Sahil says when he was younger, ice cream scoops. But ideally, let's go for something a little bit healthier. Maybe making a nice smoothie is a good idea for summer. So maybe just adding some milk or some coconut water, some greens, some berries and some seeds would be a really lovely way. And even some oats in there. It could be a nice refreshing way to have something healthier than ice cream when you're feeling hot. So we're going to bring one leg out and we're going to reach forward. We're going to scoop up that lovely smoothie or whatever you're thinking. Inhale, scooping down, reaching. Now my leg is nice and straight. My toes are flexed towards me. Mummy, can you feel this?
Yeah.
So you should feel a nice stretch all the way down that leg. And obviously we're moving our arms. And we're lengthening our back at the same time. Keep going on Zoom. Let me have a little look. Great work. Yay, can you feel that, Mummy?
Yes.
Good, she's doing really good form. Let's do one more on that side. Scooping down, reaching up, and relax. Anyone think of any nice healthy alternatives to ice cream scoops? Let us know on the chat if you want. I know my mum is here, she's a chef, so she's probably got lots of ideas. But even some dal, some porridge we've talked about before, some lentils. I think smoothie would be good for summer. Let's do the other side, team. Coming down, reaching up. Good. Inhale and exhale. Reaching down. Really feel that length in the leg. You should feel it all the way down. I can really feel that. The straighter my leg is. And you don't have to come too far down, but chest towards the thigh. Reaching up, taking nice deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. One more for me. And relax. Really good work. We're going to get our, what's the most important exercise for the lower body? What do we do? How do we want to? Yay, the squats. So our sit and stand, as I call it. Even at Wimbledon, I was suggesting people should be doing movements on their chairs, watching the tennis. Wouldn't it be amazing? That is my dream, to get everyone moving, even doing some sit and stands on their feet. Now, if you can't stand up, because we do have residential care homes and maybe less mobile or disabled people joining the workout, you're going to use a different exercise, and we can all practice that, is lifting our leg, our foot off the ground into a leg extension, coming down. Now, when I lift up, what are we doing, Mummy? Do you want to explain what we're doing? We are focusing on like tightening, yeah? Tightening our brain, sending those muscles. So we're not just lifting up, we're trying to really tighten. Can you feel your muscles working here? Yes. So they're your quadriceps, so the front of the thigh. So you can do leg extensions. If you are ready, we can come to a nice squat position where we're going to have our feet wide, our knees always go out in line with your toes. You can either use the chair just to come up a little way and slowly down as activation. Pause, engage, knees are going out. Inhale, exhale. You can stay there using the chair, or you can progress with us by coming up all the way without any help. It's depending on your level, slowly coming down. Now I'm going to show you from the side. Imagine my chair behind me. My knees are staying back. They're not coming forward. I don't want to see them go beyond your toes. You can check by seeing your toes. So Mommy, if you go down and then up, can you see your toes? The weight is in the heel, in the back part of the foot. This is really important because I don't want your knees to feel overloaded. We're trying to strengthen the knees with perfect form. Yeah, Mummy has got, and my mum, they haven't complained about knee pain because they've been strengthening their knees, making sure the knees go out, that they stay back. We slowly come up and we squeeze, especially our glutes. We squeeze our muscles as we come up and down. You're doing about 10. So when you get tired, please stop. Should we do how many more, Mummy?
5 more.
Shall we do 5 more? Brilliant. If anyone wants to make it harder, you can always add some weight. So I've shown you this before. It's adding to your body weight, so that's getting stronger. And you can just hold on to a weight. Use your stomach muscles. Keep them tight because that's keeping you balanced. Slowly coming down. How long, Mummy? 1 more? Yeah, she's got her matching weights. Everything is pink today. Pretty in pink. Nisha, well done. Relax. Well done. If you, again, could do 3 sets of 10 for me, 3 times a week. How long would that take? 3 minutes, maybe. Yes, Sheila Med, well done. You are clapping as well. But great work, everyone. So, Let's do a little bit of balance work. I would love to do more squats, but you can do that as extra homework for me. We're going to do a bit of balance work. Mommy's going to stand up and hold the chair. I'm just going to show you one side where you can do it seated. We're going to lift our leg up. We're going to open out your hip and bring the leg down. Then you're going to bring it back up, back to the middle and down. Now it's quite hard to focus on. You can stand up and use the chair as support. Do the same side. We're opening the gate and then we're lifting back up, closing the gate. Now I want you to stay seated or standing. You're focusing on these hips, so nothing else is moving. If eventually you can even try and use the chair for less support. So you may be able to just keep your fingertips on there rather than your whole arm. You could even try closing your eyes, which is really challenging on the balance. But I'll show you seated, coming back in and out. Now, can you feel that on your hip flexors, yeah? This is a big, important area that gets so tight when we're all sitting for too long. We've got to keep our hips mobile, yeah? So this is a perfect one to practice when you're watching Wimbledon or your series at night. Good, now let's try the other side. You want to switch over maybe that way, yeah. Will you be okay there? You're going to do that leg? Yeah, okay, brilliant. So hopefully everyone can see Mommy. I might be blocking her, but I will just shuffle a little bit. We're coming up, out, and down. Now, the more the hip moves and the leg has to go out to the side, the better. That will slowly come. Your range of movement will increase as well. But I want you to try and keep everything forward. So the only thing that's moving is the leg. It's quite a lot to think about. Obviously, I'm holding my stomach muscles in so that I can do it without holding anything. And this is balance work on the supporting leg. You should feel it on the leg that's on the ground. That has to take all your body weight. Breathe through. Try and feel your hip moving in and out. Good, let's do one more. So we're roughly equal on both sides. Good, you could be holding support. You could be doing it seated even. And relax, well done. Last exercise for the day. We're gonna raise the heart rate. We're gonna bring our knees up into high knees. Maybe if you're standing, I'll demonstrate standing. As you lift the knee up, think about the lower abdominal, these stomach muscles having to lift up, crunching up. If anyone wants to add in the arms, you can imagine you're pulling on a really heavy rope. You're trying to save your life in case we have got tired of swimming in that lovely ocean and we want to pull ourselves up on a boat. So we are lifting up. We can go fast, we can go slow. I want everyone to give me about 30 seconds. Let's go, everyone. I'm going to take a little video of everyone on Zoom. Amazing work. I will try and put that on my Instagram stories after today's session, on Feel Good with Lavina, on the stories at the top. Have a little look, everyone on Zoom. High knees, maybe some rope pulls. Seated or standing. Well done, Mummy. Keep going, everyone. Last 5 seconds while I show everyone how incredible. Oh, everyone on Zoom is there. Let me just get that screen up. Woo! Lots of you working so hard. I'm so proud of you. Can you do 2? Last one. Amazing. Give yourselves a big clap first. Breathe. Try and bring the heart rate down. How do you feel? Yeah, you're gasping for oxygen. So take lots of deep breaths. First of all, I'm going to tell you all to give yourselves a big hug, a feel-good hug, which is a nice inhale, reaching your arms back, and then you're going to wrap your arms around yourself. Give yourself a little hug. Take a few deep breaths. I'm curving my back. I'm trying to open out, so make it like a C shape, chin to chest. Breathe here, because my heart rate's up as well. Give yourselves a lovely hug. Maybe give yourselves a pat on the back. Let's do it once more. I'm sending this hug to everyone, wherever you are in the world. Sending you love here today. Breathe in. If you're doing it later on YouTube, well done. Big hugs. Give yourselves a lovely, lovely hug. Releasing some oxytocin, the love hormone. Great work, everyone. We're going to do our hamstrings. Mommy, do you want to talk us through this one? In English? Do you want to do it in English?
Okay.
Yeah? Shall I do it? And then you can, if you want, in Gujarati. So, one leg forward, nice and straight. We're flexing our toes towards us. You feel a long stretch already. We're going to take a nice big inhale, everyone. Exhale, coming forward, relaxing down here. Now, you don't have to touch your toes. You could just reach for your shins, even your knees. You could just keep the legs straight. Try and take a few deep breaths, because you should feel that lovely stretch. Breathe into it, release it off. Inhale, exhale, slowly rolling all the way back up. We want to bring our heart rate down. So I want you to really focus on deep breath here. Other side. Mommy, do you want to do it, Gujarati?
Yeah, તમારો પગ આખો સીધો રાખો, તમારા અંગૂઠા તમારા તરફ વાળો, તમે અંદર શ્વાસ લ્યો, પછી તમે બારે શ્વાસ કાઢો, તમારા હાથ જ્યાં સુધી અડે ત્યાં સુધી રાખો, તમારું માથું, તમારા ડોકને શાંત પાડો, ઊંડા શ્વાસ લ્યો.
Lovely, well done. Inhale, exhale, slowly rolling the back up. We have lots of workouts in Gujarati from the start of the pandemic that Mommy has helped translate in case you're Gujarati, and it helps to break down any language barriers, especially with the elderly. So tell them to go on YouTube. Let's do a little bit of a shoulder stretch here, just to bring the arm across. Loosen up the back, just relax the shoulder away from your ear, bring the arm in towards your chest, and you can look over the other side. Great work. Good, relaxing there. And then the other side. Just doing some simple stretches is such good habit, yeah? A bit of self-care. It helps de-stress your mind and your body, because you're just focusing on your breath, and you're lengthening out the muscles, you're preventing any injuries, and you're reducing any of the soreness that we might feel after a workout. We have our Feel Good finish, as always, seated or standing. I want you to take a nice big positive inhale, reaching those arms up. Inhale, exhale, any negativity, stress, anxiety all away. Mommy, you do one for me, please, in Gujarati.
અંદર શ્વાસ લ્યો, શુભ વિચારો અંદર લઈ જાઓ, બારે શ્વાસ કાઢો, બધા અશુભ વિચારો બારે કાઢી નાખો.
Thank you so much. One final big positive inhale. Capture all that positivity, hands meet at the top. Bring it down to your amazing heart center. You are all amazing. Namaste, as Mommy says.
Pranam.
Pranam. And we wish you good health and happiness always. I hope you can share these workouts with your loved ones. I'm going to save this on my YouTube channel, Feel Good with Lavina. If you like the Zoom details, just sign up to my newsletter. Join the seniors WhatsApp group. That's the best way for me to communicate key session reminders and information. I will come and talk to everyone on Zoom in about 2 minutes. Thank you so much for attending, and thank you. Go on my Thanks to everyone.